What's good with it, YouTube fight fans all over the world? It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, sir, I said it. Real Talk Boxing. Privilege, honor, and a blessing to be back with you beautiful people this Saturday. I'm headed to Walmart, man. I'm going to pick up some elderberry and a couple of things, vitamins and all that good stuff. But listen, I saw on Instagram, Jake Paul sent a message to Conor McGregor fight day, because you know he's fighting Poirier tonight, right? And Jake Paul says, hey man, you better not get slept. You better not get slept. You better not get knocked out, because your career will be over and there will be no fight between me and you. He said the $50 million that I first offered you is not on the table anymore. But should you lose this fight, the fight won't be on the table anymore. And I forget who it was, but somebody on Instagram had asked me, do you think that McGregor's next opponent will be Jake? And I said that depends on if he wins or loses this fight. I stated this last night before I even saw this message that Jake Paul had for Conor McGregor. I told the guy, well, I forget who it was, who asked me about that. Forgive me, I'm getting old. But I told him, man, if he loses the fight, it's not gonna be good. If Conor goes in and wins tonight, people are gonna have more confidence in him that he could probably beat Jake Paul. Now, I've stated in the past, should he fight McGregor in the past now, that McGregor would give him his first loss, but you know, I can't say that now. I honestly can't say that. I don't think Conor McGregor's going to win this fight tonight against Poirier, but I could be wrong. I'm not counting Conor McGregor out, but I just don't think Conor McGregor's the same, like I've stated. But should he go in and beat Poirier? I mean, he does have a pretty good record at rematches. I mean, he came back in and arguably beat Nate Diaz in their rematch. Still a close fight, but I mean, nevertheless, he pulled it out. He may do the same thing with Poirier. You know, they're both 1-1. McGregor won the first fight and then got slept the second fight. And I think he's going to get slept again in his third fight, but I could be wrong. Not counting him out, but that's just my gut feeling. But if he wins this fight and he fights Jake, I don't know. I don't know who would win that fight, but I tell you this, Jake putting out this message like he did tells me one thing, that he's already looking past Tyron Woodley. Now, a lot of people think that Tyron's going to get slept, and that is quite possible. But to already be calling out Conor McGregor, should he win this fight, telling him, hey, man, well, I'll fight you if you win, but if you get slept, we won't fight. Or it might be him saying, win, lose, or draw against Tyron Woodley, we're going to fight, but there is a rematch clause between Tyron Woodley and Jake Paul, but that was brought up by Jake. Jake wanted the rematch clause that I know of, you know, from what I got. Jake wanted the rematch. So Jake knows that there's a possibility that Tyron Woodley is going to give him the business. Whether or not Tyron Woodley wins or not, I think this is definitely the biggest test for Jake Paul, hands down. And even if Jake Paul wins, it's going to go some rounds. I don't see Jake getting him out of there in 1 or 2 or 3 rounds. Anything could happen. But it's a 50-50 fight in my opinion. It really is. Either one of these fighters can win. But majority, I mean, Jake's going to go in the favorite, I believe. And that's crazy, but that's just how it is. That's just how it is. So we'll see what happens tonight between Poirier and McGregor. You know, I've stated my opinion on that fight. But Jake, if you're looking past Tyron Woodley, that's the wrong thing to do, bro. But, you know, McGregor's got to get in tonight and do what he has to do. And we'll see in the future. Never mind my opinion about this. I want to know yours. Comment down below. Let your boy Real Talk know. As always, respect all. Fear none. God bless. To the next time, Real Talk Boxing. We up. We out of here, baby.